All right, hello everybody, and welcome back to our Starfinder game, The Void Awaits. Sadly, Josh and Kristen will not be joining us tonight, but since we're over 50%, we're gonna keep on trucking. So last we left off, Jumpstart had gotten a message from her cousin saying that her parents had gone missing in the heaps, the large junk piles on the planet of Akaton, city-sized, just winding depths. As Jumpstart and the rest of the crew ventured into these heaps. They fought androids, collected a few parts, and continued venturing forward until they found a mostly intact abandoned ship they slowly started sneaking into. This whole time of their adventure through here, feeling they're being watched. Upon entering into this abandoned ship, they encounter something that most thought was only legend, a ghost story, a bedtime story for children. The Yasa Oni. Creatures that appeared very Yosoki-like, but were gaunt and animalistic, naked, running around, murdering and eating bodies. Last we left off, they had entered in through the front, taken out a few of them, and had done a little bit of exploring, but not delved very deep in yet. And with that, we'll pick back up, and what would you like to do?
Real quick, random question. I totally forgot again to write down my cousin's name. Do you by chance have that on you?
I may have written that down. Give me a second. It's I think it's Darren.
Darren, yep, that sounds right.
Yeah, sounds right. I'm gonna stop and listen, considering we just caused a bit of commotion.
Right, give me a moment. I'm pulling something up real quick. I forgot to pull up. So go ahead and give me your roll.
Perception?
Yeah. Perception.
Double checking before I rolled the wrong thing. We're off to a great start, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a wonderful evening.
8.
Yep.
Mostly just the creaking of the metal and ship around you.
Cool.
Nothing yet. Which, like I said, remember, Bryant, you're controlling.
Yeah.
Terry and Jumpstart. Obi, you are controlling Cassie.
Okay, yep, let me...
So I'm just gonna have Terry kind of step up into here so he can see, because he's, running into a fight and
Blind.
then seeing dead things.
He is blind right now, remember that.
Jumpstart had lights up. I thought.
Yeah, I still have lights up because I didn't do it. I just ran over here. I didn't get a chance
Okay.
to do anything.
Yeah.
So he'll see the dead bodies and stand down.
Okay. Okay, the rest of you, what would you like to do? Kenny, you just bash in the faces of, creatures very similar to yourself.
Cassie is going to hold her rock in case something comes through that doorway.
Alright.
I'm gonna turn to Kenny and say, "Shall we continue?" Firstly, though, I am gonna peek in here. Is that actual functioning hardware that I see?
No.
Okay.
There
Cool. Double
is
checking.
blue, but the glow it's just kind of how the map that is there, it's kind of how it looks.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to double check I wasn't passing up on functional hardware and software that I could play with.
Yeah, no.
If they're continuing on, I'm going to head in there and investigate. See if there's any clues or anything worth taking.
Alright, go ahead and...
Shall we continue?
Go ahead and roll a perception check, if you're looking around in here.
Sweet. I'm gonna kind of come down here, and I would like to move sneakily as I go.
Alright, stealth. 20. You see a bunch of doors that do have windows in them, and a bunch of very, very old dead bodies in them. And you notice, tucked in the back, there is a door that leads somewhere else, further in. But nothing particular in this room, just dried blood, dread feces.
I'm going to motion to Terry to stack up on me.
But don't... Okay, yeah, Terry could probably see you from there, yeah.
He'll kind of come in here. He'll move.
Well, assuming since I have the light that allows him to see, he's staying relatively...
Terry's gonna try and move quietly as well. He does understand,
Yeah.
We're in sort of a keep low situation, being a soldier in the past. So, not that he's great at it. -1. Oh boy. Oh, better than me. 16.
Yes, and I'm moving stealthily as well. Sorry.
So he'll come in this room. I will be moving down this hallway. Do you want me to wait to move down that hallway to
Hold
address
where
what they're
you're
doing
at
at
for
the
the
door?
moment.
Okay.
And as all of this is actually happening, you do notice some movement in the door ahead of you about here as it starts to open,
I have movement up ahead.
and a creature pops through.
Just one.
Just one.
How loud is my laser pistol?
It's quieter than, like, you know, a regular projectile weapon. Think like real life suppressed 40, like an extra hot suppressed 45, like not subsonic. Like it's still loud, and if you're inside a
So
closed
like
space,
a
it's still gonna
baseball
echo.
bat against a fence post.
Yeah, like it's quieter, but still, if you're in an enclosed area, it's gonna carry.
Okay, does this creature seem to notice me right now?
It peeked out, and it is starting to head towards you, and it does appear to have noticed you. So we're gonna go ahead and roll a quick initiative. Don't roll yet.
Boo. You didn't have it ready already?
We can do an initiative, or we can do, just since it's one, just a quick between the two of you. If you neither of them want to get involved, just do quick rolls. Do full initiative or quick rolls.
I'm good with quick rolls. I don't think
Quick
it'll take
rolls.
much with just one.
All right.
So what, just a dex check?
Yeah, dex check real quick.
Make sure I'm on the right guy.
And if it goes past these first two tacks between the two of you, we will go full initiative.
Sweet,
Okay.
17.
All right, you're up first.
Boom, boom. I'm still kind of crouched down. I'm not trying to draw too much attention, but then baton to the head, full attack, no, submit. 5 to hit, 2 bludgeoning damage.
That's a negative on a hit.
Yep, okay.
All right. So for him, he's gonna go ahead and roll. So load. So I'm not gonna. No. Submit. That's a natural 20
Of course it is.
for 10.
Of course
Damage
it is.
slashes across your chest, actually digging pretty deeply into your chest, into your metal, and producing a few sparks.
Yeah, that wasn't pleasant.
And we have gone past the first.
So
Wow.
now initiative.
We'll go ahead and roll initiative. I'm going to go ahead and clear that. It is clear. And Brian, just use the dex. Your dex and your initiative are the same thing. Just use what you already had.
Okay. Go, Terry.
That sucks. I'm sorry,
I
Cassie.
don't have any macros for Terry. Initiative.
I think that might be the first time I've seen someone roll a natural 1 for initiative.
Wow.
All right.
Just wow. Let's see. My dexterity is 3. His dexterity is 3. So me and Terry rolled the same number, 17, and we have the same dexterity.
Rollies.
Let's see.
You're playing rollies with yourself. Yes, I know.
Yeah, basically. Okay. So first d20 is for me. Second d20 will be for Terry.
Yeah.
First d20 for me.
Or you can choose,
10.
because technically that is the rule.
Second d20, 15. He goes first.
I mean, you could have just chosen.
Yeah, whatever. This is more fun.
Terry goes first? Alright. Then with that, at the top is Terry, so go ahead
Oh,
and...
cool. 5. How did we decide moving through friendly territory went?
Uses an additional space.
10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Gets to here. He's already agreed to do melee only for the foreseeable. So he will use his other one to get movement action. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30 to get to there, so he'll be within range and also kind of flanking. At least we will be shortly.
Yeah, not taking.
That will be his turn.
Right.
My turn. I'm going to move. Can I move into that space right there, or will that put me through the door? Because it's like halfway.
Through the wall there. That's
Okay.
fully in that space.
Okay, well, I'm gonna bonk one more time.
Bonk.
Full attack, yes. 9, but the second one's a 16 for 3 damage.
That hits. As you do bonk, not killing it, but doing a decent amount of damage to it.
Sweet, that's my turn.
All right. With that, it is going to turn towards you and attack you again.
Of course.
As it rolls a 23 against you to hit,
Yeah, that'll do it.
and another one scurries around the corner behind Terry. It only does 4 damage. It rolled minimum. That is not the right music. This one? I think it's this one.
Plus 2.
There we go, that's better.
Oh my.
And the second one is also going to roll an attack at good old Terry. If that'll load.
My voice will come over everyone's comm units. We have 2 targets engaged. Everyone, engage. Weapons hot. Go loud.
That is an 18 to hit on Terry for kinetic.
Let me double check. Probably. I assume.
I would assume.
KAC, you said?
Yeah, kinetic.
16. Why is it down right now? You have something going on that's putting it down.
I don't know.
How much damage?
6 points of slashing damage to him. As it scurries around and jumps up, he doesn't see it, and it just digs its claws into the small of his back as he's facing the other one.
Arrgh. Big angry Terry noises.
Just big angry Terry noises. All right then. With that, we'll move on. Kenny, you're up. You hear some scurrying and some screeching and a loud "Arrgh!" That sounds like Terry taking a hit down the hallway and around the corner.
Okay.
My voice also came out over your comms unit calling for weapons hot.
20. I'm not going to have enough. Oh, wait. I can see that guy, right?
He has cover, partial cover from you, but you can't see him.
Alright, I'm going to shoot him.
All right.
Alright. Uh-huh.
What do we got here?
Oh, not my flare gun this time. As amusing as that was. That's 8.
Sparks off of the corner right there as you get bumped by EO right there, and it just sends your shot off to the side just a little bit, completely missing. Got anything else?
Nope.
All right, jump start.
Can you opening like these doors? Is it an action or a swift action?
That would be an interact with objects.
So a full action.
No, that's just basically it's almost a free action. You can do like
Okay.
interact with one object as long as it's not locked or anything per round.
Alright, so I'm going to go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Use my action as movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. To there, and I'm going to open the door, obviously, and that will be my turn.
All right. I will say before you move through something, like a door, double check with me if it's locked or
Oh.
not.
Okay.
That one
Is
wasn't
this
locked,
door locked?
but moving forward, just double check with me to see if it's
Okay.
like locked or anything.
Yep.
Like
Had we not already opened that door?
that one was still closed.
Ah, okay. Oops.
He could just tell by what he had seen so far that it was. Even though you technically haven't seen around that corner, you just have access so the viewers can see. OB.
He can
That's
see
right.
that it turns 90 degrees.
That's right. I'm on to you, boy.
Oh, okay. All right, fine. You're right. You're very right. So we'll go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 45, 50, 55, 60 to there. There you go.
Fair enough.
And then open the door.
Well, that door right beside him is open.
Okay.
At least I think it is. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure it is. Can you see through it?
I can see through it, yeah.
I can
Yeah.
do it.
Which I had opened that that other one after he ran through it. But for now, keep in mind it's technically. I guess I can put that thing back.
Also, I can see into the room to the right. Is that door supposed to be open? Because I had moved into like that half space that's against the wall, asking if I could be there, and it showed me the room.
That door's supposed to be closed.
Okay, I'll
ignore
just
that.
ignore it. It's fine. Like I said, I moved into that weird half space that's there between the walls, asking if I could be there or not, and it gave me the room.
In the future, ping.
Okay.
So.
So
All right.
that will
That's
be
your
the end of
whole
my turn. Since Cassie rolled a natural 1, I'm going to assume she is very preoccupied by something flashy in the room and is not paying attention to what's going on. At least for this first turn.
Fair enough. That makes sense. She's just playing with the rock and talking to it.
She thought she saw blue rock on the floor, so she is very interested in trying to find that.
True.
All right. Are we back to Terry?
Back to the top. Terry's up.
Well, considering its claws just dug into his back, he's going to turn around and smack-a-doodle this thing. Josh, why don't you have macros? I'm going to have to build macros for this guy. I'm going to have to control him very often. I did say weapons hot, but close proximity. How does he use his claws? I don't see it in the attacks.
He was just rolling a d20 and then adding his strength or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to use a survival knife for right now because I don't know how the claws work.
It's a D4.
It's the same as a survival knife. We'll just say for flavor it's his claws.
Yeah.
Just going to use the knife button. Full attack. Not in this case. Roll. Oh, it popped up under my name and then Terry, so 14 to hit.
14 does hit with
4
damage on the top one, dealing
Yeah, the one
a
that's clawed him.
pretty decent blow to it. Going across the chest, blood starts spilling out and mixing in with the patches of fur that are there, but it still is shaking and looking at it. It's still alive.
My turn. I'm gonna do that bonky thing. Ton. No, submit. 17 for bludgeoning damage.
That will finish him off. If you wanted to feel like do an extra description, that's up to you.
That should be 6 bludgeoning damage because it's not adding my ability score for some reason. Just crack straight down in the middle of the head, caving in the skull.
He's down.
Alright, that's my turn. Oh, I still have my movement, so if he's down, I am going to move up here to present a threat to that one.
Alright.
And then that'll be my turn. Holy smokes, that's a big old red wasp in my basement. Please leave me alone, Mr. Wasp. I know you just hate people and you're made of spite, but please, if you
Now,
don't...
it is this creature's turn, and he's going to turn and run, presenting attacks of opportunity for you guys. First is Terry and Io as he moves to this space.
Yep, give me just a second to doop, 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 doop. It's going to be a 9 to hit.
As it ducks out of the way as it goes to all fours.
And then for Terry... It's a 13 to hit.
And that makes contact. As it ducks out of the way of yours,
blood.
Terry just brings his knife over a hand, straight into the middle of its back and twists as it just collapses to the ground dead.
Should we breach and clear all rooms now that
Although I will
our...
say, this room here, that
So,
door since
has
it went
been broken.
through is partially ajar.
I'm just gonna kick it open with my laser pistol up, since like we've already kind of obviously made sound in here. So, do you mind if I just kind of move into that space?
Yeah, just give me 2 seconds.
Yep, go for it.
Trying to find good ambiance music as I'm going through this. I'm trying to switch between that and, like, combat music.
And do you mind moving that dead mouse? Because I'm gonna put Terry right there. He's gonna stack up with me for
Yeah.
breach and clear.
Alright, token. I'll go ahead and move him outside.
You ready?
Yep.
I'll come in. Terry will come in with me. What do we see?
Give me a perception check.
One for each?
Yeah.
There's me. It's a 12 for Terry. It's a 20.
What you notice is hanging on this actually appears to be a really old med lab.
Mhm.
Old, like rotted. Only one thing looks to be in good condition that you notice immediately, hanging on this wall, is a bow hanging on the wall. Mostly seems to be decorative, but looks like it's functional, in a little bit of rough shape, but it's there.
Like a bow.
Like bow and arrow bow.
That's dope.
No, like a bow from a violin.
Like compound bow.
Oh, I couldn't tell if you said bow or bone.
Bow.
Does anyone here have a proficiency for archery?
I don't think that's a proficiency thing you can have.
No, I meant like roleplay wise. Does anyone just enjoy archery?
If anybody would, I would think it's going to be Cassie, but she's not even here, like, in the same area that places you right now, so...
Well, I doubt it, because she's a pacifist.
Yeah,
Hunting.
she says that, but she also, like, talked about killing and eating a squirrel and, like, hunted on her planet, so... Home planet.
Like, it just looks like a regular compound bow.
Regular compound bow. Maybe a little bit, like, space-agey as far as, like, the tech for building it, but function, bow.
Wait. Is it the Crisis 3 bow?
Might be, like, carbon fiber
The
fancy.
Predator bow?
It's a mostly a normal, like, recurve bow.
I'll put it on my back. We can look at it later and decide who gets it then.
Yeah.
Terry, as he looks around, he notices something. It is a small vial of black liquid.
Sounds ominous.
Not sure what it is. This place is old. All the tech that you see, even the broken stuff, is super old. Like, before androids old.
He'll walk over and go, "Hey, anybody know what this is?"
Which that would put him over here.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. Does anyone want to go look at the weird, funky chemical?
It's in a med lab. I'm not proficient in medicine, so I
Maybe Alara, or not Alara, Cassie.
Is it Terry proficient in medicine?
I
Oh,
think
maybe.
I am.
No, I
Although,
can't.
as Terry walks over, he does notice that this door is open.
He is. He does have a level in medicine.
How is he proficient in medicine?
I have no
That
idea,
makes
but you
no
want to send
sense.
He's like-
Cassie
if I
over
remember
because I think she
correctly-
does medicine too.
If I remember
Okay.
correctly, it was his logic was like more combat medic, like trauma medic.
Yeah, like battlefield medic, triage, stop the bleeding.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm
I've got
assuming
good
Cassie
level
has
for
like
medicine.
heard us make some noise by this point.
Yeah, probably.
She's-
Cassie, please join the group. I'll just throw that in at her comms device.
Cassie's gonna do some.
So if you help, you get what, a +5, +2?
I believe so.
Is it 5 or 2? Yes, anyone watching the stream? If there is anyone watching the stream, we are still learning the system. I don't know. Ovi, is there anybody watching the stream?
Well, give me a second.
Somebody look up the help action. I don't remember off the top of my head. I believe it is like a +4. Sounds right, but I'm not sure off the top of my head. We'll roll with that.
Alright, so what is Cassie rolling?
Cassie probably rolls nothing. Skill check.
If she's helping, she does not win. I
Yeah,
know
take
that.
10, take 20.
Well, I'm
Hit
assuming...
another. The GM might rule that you can help someone succeed in a skill check by performing an action or attempting a skill check. As a card of cooperative effort to do so, you must attempt your skill check before the creature you want to help and succeed a DC 10 check. The creature gains a +2 on this check, as long as the attempted check by the next. Okay, so Cassie will roll a medicine. If she gets above a 10 or above, Terry will then make a roll with a +2.
Right,
Gotcha.
but I'm assuming, like, roleplay wise, Cassie would be the one checking it out and Terry would be helping. If he's just a combat medic, I assume.
Well, yeah, probably. So if
Cassie's
you want to do it the
pretty
other way
low.
around, that does make sense.
Yeah.
We'll do that. So he's gonna go ahead and make his medicine check, which is a 10 on the dot, which
Yep.
means it does succeed. So then she'll get a +2 to her check to determine what this black goop is.
That'd be a natural 20 for 20.
For a total of 28.
So as she's looking at it, it's like, it looks like it used to be some sort of herbal healing compound, but after sitting and decaying, honestly, I think its properties may have reversed.
Poison.
Essentially, it started out as quote unquote like potion of healing, like herbal type, not magical type, and
Yeah.
after rotting turned into potion of harm.
Hey,
Awesome. Kenny, perhaps we should resume our stealthy approach in case nothing else has hurt us. What do you think?
yeah, let's search this place to our heart's content.
Very well. Shall we continue with these doors? And I'll point over here, or this door, or the door back in that room where we found the 3 rats. I mean,
Let's go back.
I'm going to head back towards that other door if you guys want to continue
Alright.
going.
oh, he's going to check out that door if we want to go check out the other ones.
Because I'm assuming from our rough layout ideas, this one doesn't have any other.
As he walks by, I'm also going to say, Jumpstart, please check this door as well.
He.
Huh?
Who,
As she walks by.
Oh, did I say he? Sorry. As she walks by, please check this door as well. So are we checking out this open door over here, Kenny? Or, yeah, Kenny?
Yep.
Okay. Because Jumpstart said he's going to check this one and this one that don't seem to actually lead anywhere. They're probably just closets. So we'll move up to here and probably another stealth check.
Cassie's going to come hang out with me.
If you want to.
We would like to move stealthily just in case things haven't hurt us yet.
Alright, proceed through.
Stealth 15.
Alright. Keep proceeding.
It's
Da-da.
freaking out. Come on, do what I want. There we go. Da-da,
Done.
da-da, da-da, da-da.
Tell me when you see a door,
Um,
something you would like to
Couple
check.
of doors. Huh?
Tell me when you see a door, something you would like to check.
So we have several doors.
I
Would
say
you
we
like to check this one? Perfect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stack up, grenade in one hand, baton in the other. I will.
I'm
If
pulling out
we're
my knife.
discovered peeking in this door, and I see several creatures in there, I'll toss the grenade.
Alright.
Is Terry following you guys or staying with the light?
Huh?
Is Terry staying with you guys or staying with the light?
Terry's probably staying with the light since he can't see.
Can Cassie see in the dark?
Yes, she can.
Alright, then I'm going to assume Cassie is following you guys.
Okay, then she'll need to make a stealth check.
Yes. Go ahead and roll a stealth check for her.
Oh, she's not very good at
It's up
stealth.
for everybody.
That's a 5.
Wow. This is why we told her to stay behind in the first room when we first came in.
I mean, we could send her back to the first room.
At least the med bay after she trips over something. So, there it is, yep.
Yep. There's another one. Since it's one right now, we'll do a quick round of whoever the two people closest to it, which is Cassie and it. Just roll a quick dexterity, and if it goes past this, then we'll go full initiative.
The two people closest to it, or it and the person?
It and the
Okay.
person closest to it.
That's a 6.
You need to roll better on that attack roll, whatever she does.
It is going first, as it makes a claw attack. For a natural 1, falling on its face as it slips on something in the floor, falling dead on its face in front of her, you guys get another round where the other two people get to do something before we go into full initiative.
Sweet.
I,
So
I,
roll a dex check, or just wait till
You
after?
two, just go. Which of you two has the higher dex? I think that's Kenny, and then
Probably. Mine is 16. Kenny, what's yours?
Dex is 16.
all right. You guys can choose between the two of you who wants to go first.
I'll let you.
Okay, I was gonna say rollies, but sure.
Oh, right, yeah.
I got a
All right.
17.
so I get to go before them, yes or no? Or Cassie gets to go before them?
You
or...
are.
Cassie already did hers. I just
No,
tagged
Cassie
Cassie
hasn't
didn't
done
do
hers.
anything. Because
to
you
the
rolled
quick
higher.
reaction.
The
you
rat
rolled
went
higher,
first,
and it rolled a nat 1
so
and fell on
Cassie
us.
has not done a single thing.
Yeah, Cassie will get through her chance to which. So Cassie can go ahead and
All right.
do what she likes to do.
So she's going to cast Daze on it.
All right.
Because
Drop
I
that
assume it
stat.
classifies as a humanoid.
Level 0. One action. Humanoid creature of CR3 or lower. Range close. Will save DC 12. Save effects negates. This spell short circuits the mind of a humanoid creature of CR3 or lower. Oh.
It passes the save.
Darn. My turn.
So what does spell penetration do?
There are certain creatures that have like
Oh,
spell
spell
protected.
okay. So
Yeah,
it's like
and that
yeah.
helps
Okay.
overcome that. I'm gonna move up to it, and I'm gonna just. Bah! What does prone do in Starfinder?
Flat-footed.
Yeah. Which has,
Would it be helpless at this point? Could I coup de grace it again?
you know what? I will give it to you because natural 1.
Awesome, coup de grace, straight to the back of the head. It's an automatic critical.
It's dead. Smash its head in.
Perfect. Continuing to stealth forward. Cassie.
All right.
Please
Anybody
remain
in
in
that
med bay.
vicinity, give me a perception check.
Vicinity, as in the three of us in that hallway.
Yeah, 3 of you in that hallway right there.
That's a... Gosh darn it, Cassie sucks at this.
Natural 1!
We're very
Yeah, you don't hear
perceptive.
That first one was actually none of you hear anything.
Cassie, please wait in the med bay.
Alright, so Cassie's gonna head back down this way. And
I'm
chill
gonna
out
stack
in the
back up
medley.
on this door. Because we don't know anything.
You heard nothing.
Yeah, that's why I'm stacking back up on this door, because that's what we were doing before. Kenny, are you ready to breach?
Yep. Let's go.
Alright, stealthily peek through the door, I guess.
Hello?
Laser pistol! I don't shoot.
Doesn't seem mad at it, and it just spoke.
Yeah,
the
but it's
door
scary.
spoke?
You can't see in the area because you left. You can't see what just happened.
Hello, who are you?
Who are? What? What about you?
I kind of cock my head to the
As
side.
you look up, you notice this Yosoki individual's left arm is missing.
Did Jumpstart mention his parents' name at any point? Like, who we were coming to rescue? Or her parents' name?
Jumpstart did not.
Are you related to the little Yosoki known as Jumpstart?
I don't know what Jumpstart. The name's Leroy.
Jenkins?
But I will say, cousin Darren did mention that my dad is humanoid, right?
Huh?
The cousin, when we were
The
talking.
cousin is human.
Yeah, but he mentioned that the dad was.
No, your dad is a Yosoki. We had been over this, remember? Because your dad was raised by humans
Right, never mind.
in your backstory.
You're right.
Because we had, if you wanted to change
No,
that,
no,
I
you're
missed
you're
that.
fine. I don't know that I necessarily remember going over that, but that does make sense.
Yeah, because we had a whole conversation
Yep.
about like your dad being. Yeah, okay.
You're good.
Rating.
All right, sorry, we had a quick thing we had to talk about lore-wise, so we're gonna keep moving.
Or a cousin Darren?
You met Darren?
Indeed. We're here searching for Jumpstart's parents. Jumpstart is a cousin of Darren.
Oh, that kid. All right.
But if you are not Jumpstart's parents, please move to the side.
Guess we'll let Katie have her fun. Just. Yes, I'm Jumpstart's father. Just
Insight
get me the hell out of
check,
here.
if I may.
All right.
Now I feel like he's lying because he said he doesn't know a Jumpstart.
Roll your insight. sense
Looking
motive.
for it.
Yeah,
Is
sense
there an
motive.
insight in this one?
Sense motive.
Sense motive, that's what it is. Got it. Sense motive, I have a -2 to this.
Yes, you do.
8.
Same straight.
Very well. Where is your mate?
I don't know. I separated us after we got through.
Please.
He's still sitting there, like, with a missing arm, like, slightly dripping blood.
Oh my.
Like, it's mostly tied off.
Head
like,
back to the med bay. We have an individual there who should be able to treat you, and I will point to the med bay. And Cassie, because that's where she went.
He's gonna start. He doesn't know what medbay, but like he's gonna start stumbling.
I'm gonna point at that door and say, "Please go find Cassie."
At this point, he's like using the wall to stand up. It looks like he's used most of his strength to get out of this door that he was in with this creature.
Cassie, please come and retrieve Jumpstarts.
Right.
I'm gonna look.
I
Oh, there.
started moving Cassie, but he's slowly moving down this hallway here.
Yeah, I'm gonna ring Cassie to come get him and help him out.
Cassie, you
Yeah.
right. So we'll just say that there's no issues. Gets you in there. There's beds. They're mostly rotting, but at least one of them is still mostly standing.
Yep, and medical
Stabilize.
stuff, stabilization.
For flavor, yes. You start treating him. Technically, he's stabilized. He's not gonna like die immediately or anything. Like he's not losing any more hit points. He did. Well, it seems like he gave himself a tourniquet basically after his arm was chopped off.
Broad range over the comm devices. I will report this. Jumpstart, your father has been found. He is currently in medbay with Cassie. Mother, destination is unknown. Did they breach that maybe closet door while we were fighting stuff and things?
The door that Jumpstart's in front of.
Yeah.
Yeah, in that time you would have gotten through there.
Yeah, I was assuming we were just holding off till.
Yeah, till the switch over
Yeah.
like perspective. Yeah. You do get through that area, revealing this.
No, thank you.
It looks like an old, like, bio room. You know, a lot of ships, especially nice ones, have little rooms with just plants, just to make it feel nice. You know, the idea of fresh air, even though the ship provides all the air you need.
Everything's super dead.
But everything is super dead. This
Perception.
place has been down here a long time. Yeah, perception. Go ahead and
I like checking if everything's super dead or not.
Suddenly, all the vines grab you and eat you.
Seems just like super dead old, like, you know, plant room. You know, little botany lab or little menagerie just for just for having plants, but it's all super dead now. Looks like in the center area, the little circular center area, there used to be a small tree, but it's just broken down and fallen over.
Terry will take a look around too, if that's cool.
And as you're looking around,
Is it cool if Terry takes a look around as well at the same time?
yeah,
18.
still just super dead.
Oh,
Plant,
cool.
all plants.
I'll check it.
He does find actually something. Looks like an old note that's tattered and ripped. As he starts reading it, starts talking about just the few of the different types of plants that are in there and like their upkeep. But every now and again, some of the words throughout it are just nonsense. Like they've been jumbled.
He'll stuff it in his pocket. He's seen ciphers before.
Well, actually, have him roll a history check.
Mm-hmm. Terry. Chakra of culture. Piloting. Is there a history?
Culture, sorry.
Culture. Okay, cool. 4.
No clue. Weird jumbles every now and
Yeah,
again.
he'll stuff it in his pocket. He's seen like ciphers and stuff before. It might be cool. It might not.
Alright. And about this time is when Jumpstart, you actually get that message from EO.
Before we reach the room, anything, I'll be right back.
Is this
What do you
door
respond?
open?
Yeah, I'll go ahead and move that for you. You can go ahead and move through. I'll just go ahead and move it out the way. I don't know why. What's up with the dynamic lighting? You shouldn't be able to move through those walls, but until I move out the
Through,
way.
like,
But
this wall here?
no, I mean like that orange piece. Oh no, you can't see it's orange. The doors are marked as orange, but like the doors should still be regular.
Right, but this one was open.
No, but the one I had to move out the way for you.
Oh.
Well, the ones that you've moved through that were closed. I'll have to talk to Brian, see if we can get it figured out later. But yeah, you see Cassie standing over one of the beds, which I'll say is this one here, and you see feet kind of poking off of the bed. As you walk up and see your father laying on the bed in really rough shape with his left arm missing, like bicep area, like middle of the upper arm. As he looks over to you. Hello there, Jumpstart.
How's it going?
I wasn't happy about you leaving, but I can't be too angry with you at the moment, all things considered.
Well, you know, there's reasons we don't go down here.
Yeah. So, Cass, who's your friends?
I'm gonna pull out one of my med patch.
Mhm.
I'm gonna have Cassie use it to stabilize his arm.
Just so you know, I'm not going to stop you from using it, but you know this will be flavor because he is technically stable.
I know.
Okay, fair enough. As right after you pop it on and it kind of just like stops at least the last little bit of dripping, he actually starts pulling himself up out of the bed and starting. All right, let's find your mom.
Nope.
Getting out of the bed.
Nope. You're gonna keep yourself in that bed.
Are you forcibly keeping him in the bed?
Oh, I will restrain him with titanium cable if need be.
Fair enough.
Terry will help by just putting one large clawed hand just kind of like on his chest and just gently laying him back down. Yeah, we'll get your wife. Don't worry. You just need to take it easy, sir. Don't worry. We're professionals.
Just... He starts to like move again, and then he looks up at Terry again, and like sees the size of his hand, which is the size of his whole torso, and is like,
Yeah.
all right, and then kind of passes out a little bit. He does seem to be out of it at the moment, so. And that will jump back to, you know, technically you're in the same space, but you're split up enough that I'm doing slightly different timeline.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys at the door.
Stealthily breach the door. Just kind of peek.
You slowly open the door, slowly peeking your eyes through until you see something.
Credits.
Something that your kind is very unfamiliar with having to deal with. A bathroom.
What is this strange space?
Oh, you know what they are. I just said you're not familiar with.
Oh,
using
sorry, I didn't mean to move you. Yeah, no, I'm doing that for. I'm joking.
Yeah.
EO is telling a joke.
Fair enough.
What is this strange space, Kenny? Kenny, you there? Jason.
Sorry. What I miss?
We found a bathroom.
Oh,
It
okay.
is a bathroom. Yes.
Oh, one moment. I gotta use the latrine.
I'm gonna go stack up on the next door and wait. You know what? I'm just gonna peek through the next door, just quietly. Just kind of peek
You
in.
notice there's after you finish, there's no flushing capabilities here, but you know.
Oh yeah, I was just
There's
walking
already
right
blood
on out.
all around this place. Doesn't.
While
Really
he's taking a leak, I'm gonna like creepily, stealthily peek through the next door. Just real quiet.
All right. You see this.
Mess deck.
Looks like a little tiny little mess.
Just gotta move in here. I'm gonna take a peek around if you don't mind.
All right. Give me a perception.
Sure. 14.
Nothing. Even as you look in the areas where you would expect to find food, apparently it's old enough that there's nothing but dust where the food used to be. The ship is.
Very well. Kenny, where should we go next?
Let's check this room.
Very well. Stacking up. Peeking through quietly and stealthily.
Oh, dude. I'll
Which
roll
you
that
know,
check again.
this is partially ajar. I'll go ahead and move that out of the way because this is the room that
Oh right.
Leroy came out of.
I just want it to be like little mouse head, robot head, peeping through.
Yes. You peek through, and this is what you see.
I'm gonna kind of enter and look around. What is this?
That is just a hole in the floor.
Do you want me to move one square at a time in this room?
You can just go ahead and move around.
Okay. I want to like sneakily peek through the hole in the floor.
All right.
This is why you buy the ships with hole in the floors sold separately.
Yeah.
When I say hole in the floor, this is not like original hole in the floor. I just use that as
I
kind of
know.
a. Yeah.
I'm assuming that. I just wanted to make a joke.
It's aftermarket.
Torn open hole in floor.
That's a black market hole in the floor?
Super hard to come by.
Yeah.
It
Especially
just
in that shade of
goes
black.
down, and it looks like there's handholds and different things you could climb down, but it goes down a long ways.
Over the CommNet. Hole in the floor found. Unknown where it goes.
I mean, this is a rusty ship. I would assume there's going to be holes in the floor.
Handholds and such are bolted all the way down.
Not bolted.
This is
like makeshift. Like there's places where you could climb down.
Got it.
You see,
Well,
it's
let's-
more scrap and chunks piled under, but there's You're not sure if it just happened to create a tunnel, or that somebody took advantage of, or somebody cleared out something. It's just...
Question, are we supposed to be able to see this guy? Because according to our token site, at least one of us can.
Yeah, I was about to ask that.
Yeah, somebody peeked through that door. I was wondering how long it would take you guys to realize.
Yeah, no,
just
we
wait.
see it. But
Yeah.
the question is, does it see us? Because we are being stealthy boys.
You're actually moving since that last one. You haven't done any stealth checks.
I kept saying we move stealthily, and you didn't call for one.
But yeah, you guys have made noise, though. But
In the fight, I know we made noise, and we've moved since then, and I kept saying stealthily,
Okay.
basically asking if you were going to ask for a stealth check. Because you know me, I don't like to make rolls before you ask for them.
he is there.
Do you want us to roll
go ahead.
stealth to see if he sees us or not?
He knows there's somebody out there. Let me make a roll to see if he sees you particularly, though.
Okay.
He was specifically watching to see if someone saw the hole in the floor.
What would you guys' last stealth check? Particularly Kenny's last stealth check.
My last one was
27.
Yeah, really
Yeah.
high.
No, he don't see you. He's moving. And
Do I see it though?
Give me a perception.
This has been really low all night. Oh,
You see it as it steps through.
okay.
So that would act as a stealth if you did want to do a it's not technically called sneak attack, but like what, trick attack?
Yeah.
You could do
With-
that.
Yeah.
So here's the
I'll go on.
question, do you alert me to the threat? Like with
I'm gonna
hand
try and
signals
think.
or anything.
Oh, I'd imagine you're busy looking down through there, so I'm gonna try and take it out.
Hmm.
I'm gonna. Yeah, I'm just gonna try and take it out real fast. So, I just click on the trick attack then.
Go ahead and click on it, see what it does.
Oh. Let's see.
Yeah, it just gives you, it's a bonus to damage. It's like sneak attack. It's 1d4 if you have, yeah.
Okay, so I just roll for my normal attack then?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay,
It's more or less sneak attack from 5e,
gotcha.
but slightly different like damages and slightly different rulings on it.
Alright,
And he would also end up right in front of it, right? Because he can move as part of that.
Yeah.
okay. Yeah, because I was gonna. Alright,
Yeah,
so
you
yeah.
can move up to it, or you could use a small arm. You
Yeah,
can
I'm
use
gonna-
your- Huh?
Do it. Do it.
Are you using a melee weapon or a small
Yeah.
arm?
Yeah, I was gonna use the melee for it.
All right.
You didn't seem to like that, Obi.
No, that's not very
What was
good.
So,
It's something I picked
Just
up
do
at the
that,
store the other
and
day.
then.
It's not very good. I don't like it.
Roll a d4 on top of it just to see how bad you spatter this thing, I guess. I only say that because I already know its AC is not 21 and its HP is less than 10.
So as you run up, you just dart out on all fours, jump up, pull out your, what was it, a knife, tactical knife,
Yep.
grab the little bit of fur on the top of its head, and slash at its throat. Its body drops, its head stays in your hand.
I'm gonna walk back to EO, be like, got one.
Down the hole! Down the hole!
Tink, tink, tink. I'll
Give me a
golf clap with my
perception check
fingers.
while you were standing over there, because the door was partially ajar.
Oh,
That just
okay.
came through.
Dang.
Kenny, on it
Alright,
tonight.
I'm going home since, Kenny's got this.
Yeah, Kenny's got this. We could let him explore this whole dungeon. He's fine.
This is
You
making up for.
saw actually two things. One of them is just, oh, that looks neat. What is that? And the other is, that looked like a glimpse of Isoki that was not Meiji.
Oh, that I just killed?
No, through the door. The
Oh.
door was partially ajar because he walked through it.
Oh, okay. So I'll relay that back to EO then.
Perhaps it is our other target.
Real
Which, if
quick.
that would have caught your attention, you could have stayed up there if you would like and continued.
Oh,
It caught your attention while you were by that door over here.
gotcha.
I just
I'm
opened that up since you did get a peek through.
Yeah, I'll assume
Okay.
passing that information was via text with the
Yeah.
comms unit.
And I'm gonna walk in with the head.
I would like to move up quickly.
Real quick.
You walk in with the head and see what looks like an unconscious normal Yosoki and a not so unconscious, not so normal Yosoki. Good old Yasa Oni.
Real quick.
So,
Is now a good time to go to break for everyone? It's right around like 8:20ish.
yeah, let's go ahead and cut to break as you walk in, seeing these two things, and we'll come back in a few minutes.
So he walks in with the head, and I'm a little bit behind him.
Are we rolling?
Yep.
All right, let's get back into it. As you guys walk in, we're going to roll initiative. So we are clear, so you guys can go ahead and roll.
Everyone or just the two of them?
Everyone, if you would like. Not everybody is aware, but everybody can roll.
Because this one is dead, right?
Yeah,
Could you please mark him as such?
yeah, sorry.
No problem.
Alright, so I'm not going to roll initiative if it goes past like... Or, I'll go ahead and roll. But if it goes past a round or two, then I'll start doing stuff. Otherwise,
Yeah, just go ahead and put it in, and then...
otherwise
I'm
we're
gonna roll for
busy.
Terry. Right. Josh
Because
still
the
doesn't
other
have
one where I did
macros.
like a quick round, you guys were pretty close, and it was a one-on-one. Or, like, either really, really close, like, right beside, or one-on-one. That's why I did a quick reaction. But...
Wow, jumpstart.
What?
3.02, huh?
No, that's a natural 20, my dude.
that is a natural 20.
That is a natural 20.
Then why did your first one say natural 1?
Because I forgot to send it to the DM by clicking on the token.
So you technically are in a natural 1 then.
What do you see, Jacob?
I see that first roll.
Do you?
Yes, I do. I'm looking right at it.
What is it?
3.02. And it's all red because it's a natural 1.
No, see, it says 22.02
Yeah,
and
yeah.
a 15.
Correct your stuff, sir.
I'll go in the middle with a 21.02.
Yeah. I'll put you at a 1. How about that?
Does it matter?
So, Io, you
Depends
are...
on what the enemies get.
Okay, I
Have the
don't.
enemies rolled initiative?
Has who?
Enemy?
Yeah. Not sure
Oh, wait,
whether
he
or
didn't show up in the
they
tracker.
have.
Huh?
Not sure why they didn't show up, but yeah, they have. Let me...
Okay, did you click on the token?
Yeah,
Also, I'd
they
like to.
go... Yeah, they go right before Kenny. So just go ahead and start rolling, and I'll start putting them in.
Cool. I see that. 5, 10, 15, 20. Bonk.
All right, go ahead and bonk.
19 to hit, but that didn't add my dex. For some reason, my macro doesn't add my dex, so add another 3 damage to that. So 4 damage total.
What's the total on that?
4 damage.
4 damage? All right, you whack it across the head as it turns back towards you, its eyes, a little bit of blood streaming down the side of its head, and it just growls at you, at sort of a chittering.
Cool. Ignore this next roll. I'm going to update my macro.
So that you're
But
done
go
then?
ahead with the initiative order. That's my turn.
Terry, it's you.
Oh, dang it. Hold on.
Yeah.
Give me a second to copy paste this
You
so
go
I can.
past Terry, because Terry is not necessarily aware yet.
Yeah, Terry doesn't know anything's happening. Oh, actually, yeah, he will, because I'm going to, over the comms unit, package 2-sided, repeat package 2-sided. 1 tango in vicinity, engaging now. Terry will, that depends, is Papa Rat over here trying to get up still?
He already kind of passed out.
Okay. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. He'll use his whole action to get up into there. That'll be his turn.
All right. From there, is Cassie continuing to just tend to Leroy?
Jumpstart.
Jumpstart. Is Cassie
Oh,
continuing to
sorry.
tend to Leroy, or is she doing something?
I would assume she's still.
Right.
I'd say yes.
Yasaoni's turn. Then, if she's not doing anything, it will strike at the only person right in front of it.
Ignore this roll as well. I'm just testing my new macro.
Brian, are you trying to be a tank? Because every time you seem to be right beside him.
You know, it's just luck of the draw because I try to, like, I know my damage output can kill the thing.
Right, full attack, but neither of them hit as it scrapes across your chest plate. Both of them.
Awesome. Also, we're trying to be quiet right now, so melee is the only thing I can do.
Yeah. And that is his turn, so Kenny is up.
Okay, so can I chuck the head at it as I run up to it to stab it?
Sure.
Oh, food's here. Oh, sorry.
Wait, what did you say?
I see how high we rank on the.
Completely missed that reference.
No, he said, "Ooh, food is here."
Ah.
Wait, give me an intimidation check.
Okay.
If you succeed with this throwing head intimidation, you will get trick attack.
It's a 10.
Not very high.
Trick attack is DC 20 plus CR of the creature.
Yeah, so that's a negative.
Yep.
You do not get trick attack on that then.
Darn.
But you can give him a stabby stab or whatever you'd like to do.
Okay. Yeah, that's what the 12 and then an 8.
12 hits, 8, as again, just right into the spinal column, and it drops like a rag doll.
I'm getting good at this. Sweet.
You're getting very good at this. You're turning into the MVP of this level.
Yeah, I did pretty good in the first half. We're just trading off.
Yep. Oh, thank you.
Teamwork makes the dream work. Here before long, I think me and Kenny are going to have a secret handshake for stuff like this.
Am I going to replace Terry?
No.
And with that previous check, now that the initiative is over, you notice something just beside the unconscious white Yosoki sitting on this table here. It almost looks like a gun. Are you going for that, or are you going for the Yosoki?
I'm going for the gun.
Terry, please get over here and attend to probably Jumpstart's mother. Terry's going to go for the mom. And
You pick up a gun, but as you look at it, it doesn't seem to have a barrel. It looks weird, not quite like anything you've seen before. I am about to drop it in the group chat. Give me a few seconds.
One Mississippi.
It's in the group chat.
Oh, yes. Ooh. That looks familiar.
What the heck is that?
Which
Any
way
of you
do
could
point?
roll an engineering check to identify it.
Okay.
I'm a little preoccupied with Mama Jumpstart over here, so that'll be all up to Kenny.
All right.
26.
It looks almost similar to something you're familiar with that you've heard about but never used. You've seen it in, like, action movies, but it's not quite the same. It's a little bit different. It looks like a shield projector, but not quite. A little bit different. It is, look up the Let me pull it up. I have it. No, that's the wrong book. Okay, this book. It is a slightly. It's in the Starfinder Armory. Let me pull it up here real quick.
It's a shield unprojector.
No, shield projector. It is called the Century Shield Projector. It is a level 4 weapon with a range of 40 feet. It has 40 charges and uses 4 battery charges per shot. Oh, okay. And is a bulk of 2. If you shoot a willing individual with this, it gives them 1d4 shield of basically bonus HP. But once its 40 charges are used up, that's it. You're muted, Brian.
You can't add more batteries to it?
Not this version.
Oh.
I'm giving you a downgraded version of a nice weapon.
So basically 10 times we can give someone shield.
Yeah, shield 1d4 basically bonus HP or bonus stamina, either way you want to look at it.
Well, Kenny, that's in your inventory.
But once it's done, it's done. Because this is an old version. It's not the modern version that you can swap batteries. Basically, it's a nice thing. I rolled to see what I was going to give you, and I was like, I can't quite give you that, but I can tweak it so I can give it to you and still give you something cool. So, it'll be handy. But use it wisely, because once it's gone, it's gone.
Cool. Terry's checking over Mama Jumpstart to see if she's dead or not.
Roll a medicine check.
Roger. $20.
20. She is alive and seems mostly unharmed, aside from bruises and scratches.
Okay, so just unconscious, but stabilized, like she's not just gonna keel over dead.
Yeah. She doesn't seem to be in that bad of shape, just unconscious right now. And actually, as he's poking at her, she kind of rouses, sees Terry's face right in front of her, and just jumps and scurries back into the corner.
Terry's gonna kind of take a step back. Don't worry, we're here to help. And I'll kind of step forward and say, "Hello, are you Jumpstart? I mean Katie's mother."
Katie sent you?
Katie is here with us. We are Chimera.
Why'd you bring Katie down here?
She is part of our Starfinder crew. Please, come with us to safety.
Where's my husband? I need to find Leroy.
He is in the infirmary with Cassie. His arm is missing, but he is okay.
What? His arm?
Please, allow Terry to carry you for more expedient travel.
And as she passes out again.
Yeah, Terry will just pick her up.
All right.
Um,
Where are you moving from here?
While this all has been going on, is there anything in this room that I can put in front of this door here?
In front of which door?
This
Oh, I'm not in that same area.
You could shove some of like the wrecks of some of those beds in front of the doors. Those other beds.
Okay.
Because they're kind of rotted and broken down, like, rusted through. They're mostly metal and starting to break apart, but they still do have a little bit of weight to them.
Over the comms unit, I'll say, Package 2 is in hand. Repeat, Package 2 is in hand. Expedient exfil is recommended coming your way back to Medbay for regroup. And then me, Terry, will start heading back towards Medbay. With
Right,
package
you
and
guys can't make it back to Medbay.
Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to drag your token. Some reason I have access to Kenny's token. I don't know why.
You shouldn't, but we can.
No,
work
it's
on
okay.
that.
I can move Bryant. He's not in the med bay anymore.
You can move everybody's tokens because you're running the stream, and I gave you access. So you
Okay,
can
will you stop that, please?
Hey, back
We'll
to your
regroup.
authority, Obi.
I am proving a point. Hey, you had no issue when people copy pasted the bucket all over the screen.
I
So-
did have issue with that. Thank
Okay,
you
I
very much.
didn't mean to move Kenny's token. Okay, that was an accident. I
Okay,
tried to grab
did-
Terry,
I
then I
did
grabbed the
take
wrong
issue
token.
with that, and you should all know I took issue with that because it was annoying. I made it known.
I should go copy and paste it right back on the screen.
Oh no! A stray piece of metal falls on EO.
So yeah, we have that mouse. And someone else should grab the other mouse, and I'm gonna sniper rifle out because we're going loud now. We're on our way out.
As you're walking in,
Boop.
and actually just about a minute before, you see Leroy actually wake up a little bit. He's like, and he actually reaches into his side pocket slowly, pulls out a smoke, pops it in his mouth, and says, "Oh, we lost Kenny. Got to refresh here." Oh, he turned off his camera. Okay.
Yeah, I'm still here.
Okay.
Sorry.
It says, "Any of you guys have a light?" To the people under, which is Jumpstart and Cassie at the time.
Yeah, I got a light. And I'm gonna go to light it. And I'm just gonna yank it out of his mouth and throw it on the floor.
Damn it, Katie. Of all the times I need this right now, as he just raises his stump.
Yeah, no, that's not an issue.
And at that point, that's when the rest of you come through with Jumpstart's mother.
I did give a heads up over the comms unit before we came back, but
Yeah. Well, that's about the time that it comes through, and then 10 seconds later, you guys come through.
I'm gonna move to unblock this door.
All right.
Please grab Papa Jumpstart so we may make our very hasty exit.
Did anyone come down here with you guys?
It was just us. Just us. We're kind of in a tough spot for money, so we venture deep.
I will take point. Kenny, please take the rear. I'm assuming Cassie and Jumpstart are probably going to work together to move Papa Jumpstart, because they're not each very strong.
Papa Jumpstart is also still a small character, so they should be easy between the two of them.
Yeah, and then Terry is carrying Mama Jumpstart, so then Kenny in the back.
Leroy, and you haven't asked Mama Jumpstart's name yet, so.
Yeah, I haven't asked Mama Jumpstart's name. I also don't care.
Yeah.
Yet.
Wow, that's rude.
We're in a high tense, high pressure situation. Now is not the time for names changing.
Also, I'm going to point out it's probably easier for me or Cassie to carry Mama Jumpstart because just how bodies work. Normally the females are smaller, and she has all of her appendages, so fireman carry would be easy. Whereas it's probably easy for Terry to carry the bigger dude who's missing an arm.
Yeah, whatever. Y'all are carrying people. I'm taking point. Would you mind taking the rear?
So Terry carry Leroy.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
I'm gonna start moving out. I've switched to my sniper rifle at this point, because we don't care about loud. We're getting out.
All right. Roll me one last. You're going loud?
Oh, we're getting out. Yeah.
All
I
right.
assume, unless anyone has a problem with that and tells me not to.
Well, I wanted to check out that one vent area, but yeah, getting out. Yeah, we need to save these people.
Yeah, see, I'm mission oriented, so in my head, in EO's head, I'm like, okay, we have the package, exfil, fast.
All right, and I went ahead and made a roll to see. You guys managed to get out the door, and
I do want to kick this door open as we leave, just to clear it to make sure nothing's gonna come up behind us.
All right, just to clear that real quick. Give me 2
Yeah,
seconds.
I'm straight up kicking the door in, rifle raised.
So I'm going to follow behind EO, and then Cassie with Mama Jumpstart.
Cool.
I-
Can I do a quick perception on the room? Just a quick scan?
Some sort of lab.
Cool. Boop. Yeah, we're gonna head towards the exit. Tell us to stop if we need to.
I already rolled for it. You guys do make it out.
Cool.
So as we're heading out this way, does this blood look fresh?
It does not look fresh. It is old blood.
Okay.
As the lot of you are able to make it out.
Don't forget our extra characters.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter because I just toss you guys onto the default map. Like it's just, I don't have a map prepared map.
Yep.
So as you guys get out, you start trekking back. Mama Jumpstart does come to consciousness. What? And Jumpstart, you are carrying her?
Cassie's carrying her.
Cassie's carrying her?
Yes.
Okay. Where's... Starts looking around. Leroy! Oh my god, your arm. Where's... They said Katie was here. Where's Katie? Looking around. Are you running in front of them or behind them?
I'm in front of her.
Katie, is that you?
Get some sleep, Mom.
What?
Don't worry about it. We'll talk later.
She's just kind of hyperventilating right now. She seems to be in shock still.
I think for the first night, because it's a day and a partial travel, right?
Yeah. You guys do make it out into a point where it does start getting, you guys are getting tired.
I was going to say, for that first night, we already located that one survival pod that we camped in before.
Would that fit all 7 of us?
It barely fit a lot of you guys before.
Okay, so just run hard and fast.
Are you guys running through the night?
It's up to Jumpstart, I think.
Do we, is there anything if there's an area we pass on the way that seems like it would work?
Right, since it's just not specifically looking for a spot to stay and just give me a perception. Not survival.
Natural 20.
Something, once we get a little bit closer, somewhere she's camped before, maybe.
Actually, once you get into... You don't really spend a lot of time camping, but there is places where you kind of had to hide for a little while. You find a spot that you're familiar with. It looks like a really small hole. Terry will have a hard time squeezing through, but once you get in, it opens up a little bit, and you can drag this chunk of metal in front of it to hide it.
Yeah, let's do that for the night.
Guys, I think I know a spot. Should be around here. It should fit all of us for the night. Yeah, I think it should work.
Very well. Please lead the way.
We're gonna head over that way.
You find it as you guys as about the time all of you start lagging a little bit, you finally make it to it and are able to kind of scurry down into this hole, chunks of metal around. Just not a super comfortable spot, but it'll work. As you were able to drag this chunk of metal that you're familiar with up in front of the door and slink down for the night.
I will take first watch. Please, everyone, get some rest.
As you're all setting in, it seems like by this point, the Jumpstart parents have kind of gained a bit more of their senses whenever they're sitting there. As Leroy sits up, well, downside, arm, plus side. We can turn this into one of the guilds.
Ooh, we don't have any painkillers for this guy, do we?
No.
Ooh.
And when he says turn this into one of the guilds, you Jumpstart, you would know what he's talking about. because there's independents, like your parents are independent scavengers.
Mm-hmm.
There's pseudo guilds. They're not really guilds. They're somewhere between a company and a guild. Basically, people that have struck it lucky before and got big payouts and are able to actually hire other people. The few that have a little bit of money, they're not by any means, they're the higher end of the low class that you guys are.
Mm-hmm.
They are the only ones that are able to really, when he says turn it into the, because when somebody finds like a new find when it's dangerous, they'll turn it into one of the guilds, and they'll pay for a Starfinder team. Since they paid for the Starfinder team to clear it out so they can get scrap out, they'll get first go at it. Then the person that reported it to them gets second go, but still isn't great money. It's better than nothing than if you weren't able to, report it.
Mm-hmm.
But, your parents don't have the money to hire a Starfinder team to get such a nice score. Because, honestly, this is a nice score area they've discovered. But they don't have the money for that sort of thing.
I would assume I don't know anything about any of this.
Jumpstart knows this. That's it.
Cool.
Turn it into one of the guilds. Get a little bit extra cash, but...
What do you mean by turn it into a guild?
He explains the process to you
Cool.
that I just explained.
I'll just kind of stare at him for a second.
They want us to pimp out our find to some third party that's gonna.
We are a Starfinder team.
Yeah, and they basically just hire somebody else to go in there and clear it out.
We could clear it out.
They hire a Starfinder team because those guilds, quote unquote, are the only ones that are able, have enough money to hire a Star. Yeah.
I'm just kind of look at your parents and say, we could clear out the ship. This mind.
We wouldn't have much to pay you. I mean, we could give you some scrap that we find if we find anything decent, but
If there is a power core, that is all we desire, or I desire. Let us discuss with the group. I'm going to kind of turn to the rest of the group and kind of motion them all in for a little powwow. Jumpstart, this is your family, correct?
Mm-hmm.
I do not have one. And because of that, I value families greatly. I would like to help your family.
So, let's worry about getting out of here first.
Absolutely.
Then once we're out of here, we can discuss this again.
Very well. However, I personally, and I believe Terry would be on board as well, would like to offer our services so they do not have to, quote-unquote, pimp out their find. They can earn a decent living, maybe start their own guild, and maybe we get our own power core.
And a regular source of income. Because they might pick us first for missions.
Indeed, if they are, in fact, to become a guild, then maybe we will become their Starfinders of choice.
I'm not saying no. I quite like the idea. But I'm more worried about their safety than our income.
No, I completely understand. We will definitely get them to safety first. However, as we are camped for the evening, I thought this might be a good opportunity to discuss future. Also, it is less about our income, and more about their financial security, and the safety, both financially and physically, of your family. Because if they ran their own guild, then perhaps they would not need to venture deep on their own. Besides, we've already cleared most of the find. There is simply a hole in the ground that we need to consider.
With that, Leroy's gonna pipe up. I was in the same room as that hole.
We were
Lot-
powwowing and trying not to
God
let
dang
them.
it, Dad, shut up!
All right, Kitty.
I'm
jeez.
sorry, this sounds like intelligence. Please relay the intelligence, kind sir.
There was a lot of them going in and out of that hole in that room. I feel like there's a lot more underneath there.
Sounds like grenades will be necessary.
With that, he just gets this look on his face and looks over at you and then kind of looks up at the scrap piles.
I'm going to take my finger, and in the dust that I am sure has settled over my mask at this point, I'm just going to draw a smile.
How do you feel about collapses?
I do not breathe.
How do you feel about getting crushed?
Less than optimal.
Explosives probably aren't the best idea.
Darn. Explosives are fun.
And Jumpstart, you would also be aware the idea of explosives are heavily frowned upon since all of the heaps are very precarious.
Oh, I'm assuming I know that since we almost experienced one
Yeah.
because of some imbecile.
So during this long rest, I'm assuming we're getting, if we get a long rest, two things. I don't know if I can do both. But in this order, one, I gotta fix Kara. Straight up.
Right.
Fixing Kara. Two, field maintenance on the rifle.
Go ahead and give me a roll for Kara. Computers check.
Computers, I assume?
Yeah, computers.
20.
Dirty 20, you are able to clear Kara. It takes a little while, but you are able to clear Kara of whatever this infection is.
Do I have to turn her off and back on again?
That, among other things.
So just Kara, not rifle?
You could do a little bit of work on the rifle, but it's not going to get it up into like peak shape. You're going to need to sit down for like at a good table with good equipment, like break this thing all the way down, take all of its parts apart. Like it's going to need more than just a standard field strip.
So
gonna
we
be
get
like-
back to the ship and I do it there, is what you're saying.
It's not going to need the field strip. It's going to need the full like gunsmith treatment.
Cool. Sweet. Okay, yeah, no problem. Kara's
you can
fixed, though.
get started on it if you would like.
Yeah. I'll do a little bit of work on it during my watch.
Speaking of watches, what's our
I'm
order?
back. Sorry.
I'll take first.
What was the last thing you remember when you left? Question. Because I did not hear you leave.
You telling EO to do a computer check on Kara, and I'm saying 20.
Alright, that was just a few seconds ago. I didn't know when you left. So.
I'll take first watch.
Yeah.
We can't see you right now. I can't really tell.
Sorry for that.
You want me to go
I'll
ahead and make
second.
my roll for first watch?
Yes, go ahead.
Natural 1!
I'll do second.
You actually fall into a stasis. Or sleep, stasis, however you want to call it. Same thing for you.
You're now sleeping
Do I wake up
beauty.
dead?
No, you're asleep forever till true love kisses you.
On the lips, which you don't have.
Dang it, my lack of lips is my downfall.
Well, if you loved your lips, maybe you would have survived.
I love my lips.
It's a lip, it's a lip, it's a lip, 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 it's a lip, it's a lip, it's a lip, lip.
All right,
Continuing on.
no copyrights, please. Thank you.
That wasn't long enough for a copyright. It wasn't over 30 seconds.
Anyway, who's taking next watch?
Sure.
Whoever it
I
is
am.
wakes up to a little bit after they normally should have started their watch, because somebody should have woken them, and they realize Eo's already in stasis, asleep.
You going, Kenny?
Battery.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up to him, give him a hard shove. Be like, wake up,
I
sleepy
fall over.
beauty.
So you're in that hard stasis.
Yep.
Huh. Androids, whatever. I'm going to just sit on his lap and watch.
Hey, we haven't had space racism in a few episodes. Welcome
That's
back,
right.
guys.
Space racism is important to this campaign.
It's back, guys.
And I'm
So just
sitting
let
on
me
his
know
lap
whenever
just
we
watching.
actually get a long rest so I can re-up stats.
Yeah. You're good. And I will say, you don't run into anything tonight. I'll just go ahead and speed through that. Unless you guys have something you wanted to, like, talk to somebody during a watch or something, roleplay wise, then we can just skip through.
No, I don't know that I have anything.
All right. Then we'll go ahead and skip through to the next morning as you are waking up, and Cassie wakes all the rest of you up. We'll just say that she had the last watch. Hey guys, I think I'm not really sure, but I think it might be morning. Maybe we should wake up?
No.
No, it's not morning? I don't know. Feels like it, I don't know. So you're not waking up?
Hmm?
And then from that, you hear Leroy. All right, Kate. I got one arm. I'm down one arm, and I'm already awake. Come on, let's get moving.
Sounds like your problem.
He just kind of like lightly boots you at that. Like not hard enough to hurt, but like a little crap kid. Just kind of gives you a little boot.
I'm going to pick up a pebble and psychokinetic hand throw it at him. Not like,
Still playfully in the same.
yes,
Way. Yeah.
but like mildly stop that.
Dad, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends. Did we get a long rest, by the way?
You did get a long rest.
Cool. What do I have normally? 14.
Alright, are you finally getting up?
No, you do not have 1,014 stamina.
It's 014. I don't know why it showed up that way. There we go. There we go.
You need to change your resolve.
Why
points as well.
isn't Terry take damage?
He took stamina.
He
You
took
already upped
stamina
him?
damage.
You
Yeah, I
already
already
upped
upped him.
Okay. All right. You guys are relatively close to the exit, within about half a day's, travel of the exit.
Hi ho, Silver, away!
And this is kind of in the area where you're familiar enough, and the dangers are low enough that it'll just take time to get there. Not
Can
really.
you move at a fast pace?
Yeah, you could. Slow down more of a normal pace because you do have injured.
Yeah, but like fast paced for injured folk.
Yes, which is normal. Because they're
Beyond
not.
me.
Good old Leroy is not doing any of that Yosoki screwing on all fours right now.
Is Terry still carrying one of them?
At this point, he was carrying your dad, but at this point, your dad has kind of been like, I can walk now. Might need a little bit of a hand, but I can walk.
So
Well, that's good.
It would appear that you do in fact need an entire arm. Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, we'll put something together as he just kind of holds out his stub. Probably. Hopefully. We'll figure it out.
at any point in time, if Terry is carrying one of them, every 20 to 30 minutes, I'm gonna double check that they're fine.
Yeah.
Because
Your dad's too proud to accept much help. Your mom will take a little bit more.
Okay, well, Jumpstart does not care.
Okay, pretty little girl, pretty feminine woman, right? Probably middle-aged, maybe in the middle of a midlife crisis, being carried by a big, strong lizard man.
You know,
She
you
might
could
have
die.
more than you
Like, you
think.
could just die on the way out. No one would care.
Like, honestly, she might accept more carries than one would think necessary.
And who said my parents are middle-aged?
I said
Are they not?
Leroy is not accepting much help. I didn't say anything about. Well, you still
That's why I
haven't
mentioned this
but-
idea before you
Yeah.
said anything about her.
Yeah.
No. Absolutely not.
So you're not gonna let your mom get carried by a big lizard man?
No!
I'm just imagining
we are
the cover
anti.
art.
No, we are anti-speciesist against lizard people. Why?
See, I'm just imagining her fainting and needing to be carried and going, Mom, stop!
Is anybody imagining
Stop calling my character a he.
a
I
fantasy?
said you going, stop.
Is anybody imagine like the fantasy version of like one of those really cheesy like romance novel covers?
Yes.
My mind keeps going to Rule 34. I'm
Please
sorry.
no. If there is one person watching this, it will appear, and I don't want that to happen.
Oh, yeah, Obi, you never mentioned whether or not anyone is watching.
Last time I checked, there wasn't anyone, but
That makes sense. It
Well,
makes sense.
there's YouTube still, but anyway,
No, it makes perfect sense.
if one person sees this and you have mentioned that, it's gonna happen, and I don't want that to happen. It's
Can we move forward now with Terry probably carrying her mom, even though she doesn't need it?
You're
fair
welcome.
enough.
no.
Moving forward. We are moving forward.
One way or t'other, we move forward.
You do move forward as Jumpstart very intentionally stays by her mother's side. Apparently.
After the first time her mom pretends to faint.
You know, Trio, we're gonna have a blast when we get to your backstory, and I'm just gonna.
Yeah, I have no parents.
That's okay.
Okay, you have like a mother.
Kinda?
I mean,
Anyway.
her title is mother, and she created.
You know, I'm
That's a-
perfectly fine with you.
That's
making-
okay. I can be into mothers. I have
Go
no
for
issue
it.
with
I
that.
hope to
A
God
person
you try
who
to hook up
created
with my
you
Robo
has
Mom.
the official title of mother, so
I hope you try to hook up with my Robo Mom.
it's
I'm
close
fine.
enough for the internet.
Dude, I will straight up murder your RoboMom and have no moral qualms against it.
Oh, I'll shoot you in the head. You try to murder my Robo Mom.
Is
Hook
it gonna
up,
turn
that's
into
fine.
like
Hell,
a whole battle of like your mom between you two?
yeah, basically. Anyways, can we continue forward?
We're moving
No,
forward.
no, I'm enjoying this.
Moving on.
Alright.
Nope, moving on.
As you
Down,
guys
down.
do manage to make it out of the entrance that you went into, finally seeing the light of waning day,
Jimmy's mom.
even though it should only be like noon according to your internal clock. Maybe it got messed up a little bit while you were inside. Croissant.
Yeah, move straight towards the sunlight.
Yep, to sunlight. It is the evening.
Even though Jumpstart's mom has got it going on.
I wish that I had 3 O's, girl.
3-0 doesn't have a girl. Joke's on you.
Alright, we're heading back to,
To your family's
yes.
shop, yeah. As you're getting back, you actually see Darren like poking around at your ship a little bit.
No.
Did you fix it?
Some of the hull damage, a little bit, but this thing. And as you're walking up, your dad looks over at you and looks over at the ship and says, "Wait a minute, You were able to pull a whole ship out of the heaps before you left? How'd you do that?
No, this is.
We stole this ship,
You
but it is now
No,
legally ours.
no.
We commandeered it.
Stop.
Commandeered, yes.
No,
Commandeered.
We
this
borrowed
ship.
it.
no,
No, we did
No.
not borrow. It is
We
ours.
found it.
no.
Yes,
This
we found this ship.
This is my ship that I
That we
acquired.
commandeered.
No, you didn't commandeer. I acquired
We commandeered.
We saved.
from a corporation.
Your hull points are now up from 29 to 35 out of 40.
Cool.
But you're back. As Darren runs up to both of them and kind of kneels down to hug the both of them.
Oh yeah, Darren's a human, isn't he?
Darren is a human. Nobody questioned this before when I said Jumpstar's cousin was a human.
We assumed adoption was involved. We didn't want to make a big deal out of it.
Or some interspecies thing.
You know, I mean, maybe they like to get freaky with a little bit of mouse. Who knows?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe they're into that furry stuff.
Fair enough. You could ask at any point, you know,
Nope.
in your family. But
I'd like to point out I have been 0% specious this entire
Look,
session. So
Whatever they want to do, I don't care. That's up to them. I don't need to know about their personal life. Whatever they're into is fine. As long as it doesn't involve me.
all right then.
Well, kind of hard to. You're a droid.
Yep.
Well, then again, the future.
What happened? Why were
Androsexual.
you gone so long? With that, darn it, Leroy pulls out another smoke, puts it in his mouth, and just looks up at Darren. Light. And he's like, oh, yeah, and like pulls out a match and lights
rock right to the side of Darren's temple.
Oh, as he
Make
asked
an
for light,
attack roll.
Like small pebble, but enough to make him stop exactly what he
Make
was
a
doing.
dexterity.
as he asked for a light, I'm going to pull out
21.
my flare gun. Need a light?
That might be a bit much.
Where's Darren?
Darren's the one that's trying to light it.
Oh,
You whack him and he drops the matches, and within like half a second, Leroy reaches down, snatches it up, somehow manages to light one with one hand and lights his cigarette.
Psychokinetic hand pulling the cigarette out of his mouth.
He gets one drag in, but you pull it out.
Jumpstart.
No.
If your father wishes to commit suicide via tobacco, that should be his choice.
Who said we were smoking tobacco?
Via marijuana. I don't know.
It is like just generally like tobacco equivalent, but as he blows it out, he looks up at Darren. You remember the stories about the Yasaone? Yes, we all heard them as kids. They're real.
They are indeed. I killed no less than 3.
At that, Darren just sits there with his eyes wide open. You know, I know before I was hesitant to go into the heaps, but I'm just gonna put on record, I'm never going into the heaps. Ever. That's not happening. Just gonna say it now. No.
Speaking of the heaps, we have discussed
No.
the possibility.
No.
No?
No.
No. Do you not want financial
Not,
independence for your parents?
not here. So, Darren, let me make this very clear. If you ever let either of them go in there alone again, I will end your life.
I will let Terry have his way with you.
Cass, how many times in my life that at least you, even for the portion that you've been around, have I been able to control either of your parents? You know, if it was up to me,
This-
none of us would ever go in there. It's terrifying.
This was not a question. Did you try and stop them?
I mean, as much as I ever can.
They are not going in there alone. And
You know, anytime anybody even goes 5 feet in, I'm the first to protest.
Jumpstart, Chimera, may we have a little meeting? And I'm going to turn towards Mr. and Mrs. Jumpstart. Mr. and Mrs. Jumpstart, please do not turn in any requests or information to any guilds until we get back to you.
So right now, I'm gonna walk over to Louis and at least get this thing capped.
Very well.
As he
Here.
points at his stuff.
Have a drink on me, and I'm gonna give him a. I don't know how much is alcohol on. Is like a beer on this, or a shot of whiskey on Akaton. I've been here before.
Give him a credit, and he can get some rot gut.
Sure, I'll give him a credit, and I'll give Mama Yasoki like 3 credits for a glass of wine. Or 3 shots of whiskey, whatever she's up to. I don't care. I'm not sexist. I don't judge. Whatever she wants.
You don't judge. In the last 5 minutes, you have accused my parents of being like intersexist scum, interspecies scum.
No.
You're calling both of them alcoholics.
Not your parents, firstly. Your aunt and or uncle, whatever spawned your cousin. 1, okay. 2, I did not call them alcoholics. He literally lost a freaking arm, and I'm guessing they ate it. Anyone who went through that needs a drink.
You don't know that.
Your dad is desperately trying to have a smoke. You think he's going to turn down a free drink?
Hey, he's not an alcoholic.
Never said he was an alcoholic.
Okay, you don't have to be an alcoholic to take a free drink when you literally lost your arm and probably watched it get eaten in front of you. Alright? I'm being friendly.
He's got a point.
It has a point.
No, he has a point. So
Well, you're
since
not
I'm a
talking
he,
in character right
you're a
now,
he.
so he has a point.
True. So EO is just being friendly. Thank you.
Alright, so, Jacob, I'm assuming not the first time I've seen someone lose an arm. Do I know what or at least I've heard of it happening to people before.
Yeah.
Do I know what the going rate for prosthetics would be?
I'd have to look that up real quick. Give me a sec. If you want to help.
In the meantime, while he's doing that, I would like to have a little powwow with the rest of the group. As I stated before, perhaps we could clear the wreck.
Just double checking. Before this conversation goes on, Darren is not anywhere near.
We can go inside the ship.
No, Darren's not anywhere near where this conversation is going on.
We'll make sure Darren's not in the room. We will go inside the ship up to the bridge and close the cargo hatch behind. I believe that we could set up your family financially for the foreseeable future if we were to clear this ship of all threats and give it to them. 1 or 2 large pieces of equipment and possibly a loan from us could give them enough revenue to in fact hire a few other individuals from the locale in order to clear this, so they will not even be the ones salvaging this area, setting up their own guild.
Do you guys know where the tech items are, as far as the finding body replacements?
Yeah, give me a
I'm
second.
trying to find it right now, but I'm having trouble.
Let's see, core rule book, Starfinder. No, not to purchase it.
You're gonna be somewhere in equipment, probably.
It will be after weapons.
It is.
Prosthetic.
It's after equipment. It's in your augmentations.
Yes, augmentation. Sorry.
prosthetic limb for a standard, like nice one, like on most worlds, you can get it for 100 credits for just a basic one. You can get a cheaper one here that's not going to be nearly as functional for less.
I'm looking something functional.
Good, like
Yes,
what you would
like-
expect in most places.
Yeah, not like top of the line, but is going to be comparable to having your own.
Yeah, prosthetic limb is about 100 credits,
All right.
and then a heavyweight.
If we all
A
invested 20
heavyweight limb
credits,
is 150.
A what?
A heavyweight, which is more functional than a normal limb, is 150. Both level 1.
All right. I'm gonna send him with what I know is there's someone around in the area that will.
He can get around here. He can get something like cut rate. He would have to travel a little bit into one of the cities to get something nicer.
All right. So we're still all in the ship talking. Yes.
I'm gonna disappear for like 30 seconds. Be
Cool.
right back.
We're gonna roleplay while you do so. So there's a city, if you want to call it that. Maybe 3-4 days travel from here.
by starship, how far would that be? Like a day?
Hour. It shouldn't be too long.
Understood.
But if we take my parents, we'll leave them there. I'll get my dad set up with somebody to get him a prosthetic attached. I'm sure that'd take a couple of days or at least a day, and then recovery time. And then we'll leave them there and head back. Possibly go down and clear that out.
All right, I'm back.
We'll
What did you guys decide on while I was gone?
Nothing, we're talking. Hold on.
we can go through, clear that out. We'll need some sort of a tool to map out the area to get a map of where we want to go.
We both have personal computers. Question, could our level 1 personal computers handle a basic mapping out of an area we're going through?
It could store it, but you'd have to get some sort of scanner for something this rough, an area this rough.
Okay, I'm talking like a basic, like, this is the area we've gone through. Like, we go into MS Paint and we build stuff out according to grids.
Yeah, that would be up to you, though, like a roll on your part. But yeah, it could...
Okay, but the computer would help.
Yeah.
So we need to do something along that lines. We could clear that out and then go from there. I'm sure they could hire someone in town to come
Indeed.
back with them afterwards.
A commission-based effect, so that the team goes in, harvests any goods, the goods are sold, and a commission is given. Ew, kisses, gross, PDA, blah. Anyways, back to character.
Question: Do we know? Is there a Can you, when you put in a Starfinder, like a quest for like, or a job, could you specifically send it to specific groups?
See, Starfinder missions are on the basis of official requests and direct requests. Direct requests are to a specific group, which essentially means you log that in, and it basically kind of keeps track of what you've done to add into your status.
So,
They can do a direct request to you.
in theory, could they directly request us for
They
the
could-
job, and that would like
Any jobs you do, even if they're not Starfinder missions, you can essentially it's not like recording. Like it doesn't give all the details to the Starfinders, but give an idea of like basic accomplishments to keep a track of like what level you are. Like
Okay.
you go up with so many enemies, this power, like you can do any request and log it with the Starfinder Association for clout, essentially, even if it's not an official mission.
Question, Jacob, do you have an open microwave behind you?
Yes, I do.
Nice.
Now I don't.
Lame.
Okay.
Wow.
Is everybody cool with that?
I am indeed. Very
You guys are just
cool with helping your family out. Family is important. I wish I had one.
You do. It's us.
No.
Even though,
No, it's not.
Like,
on.
like what is normally little dots become big circles? Are you my family?
No, we're not.
Heck yes.
Okay. Terry is my family.
Terry's a buffoon.
Terry is my
so
family.
As that happens, Terry just looks over at you and just kind of flips you off, and then goes back to eating.
Flips me off or flips Jumpstart off?
You, EO.
Oh, no, I flip him off right back. Yeah. That's just how we interact. It's fine.
Oh
Assuming,
yeah, I know.
Oh,
assuming everyone's cool with this, we are taking the parents to the nearest town. I'll pay for the 150 credits. Get them set up with.
You pay the 100, I'll pay 50. For the upgrade.
For the whole prosthetic thing. I'm assuming there's at least a day, if not two, recovery time.
Yeah.
You know, all that. And then after we drop them off, we are going back to.
So you're gonna fly them over?
Yeah, we're going to fly them over, then fly back and go down and work our way through clearing and mapping out the cave while they're there getting that taken care of.
Yeah.
And then I'm also going to leave them with another 100 credits to hire pretty reputable people to help them when they go back down to scavenge it
Yeah.
afterwards.
Give me you presenting this to your family, if you would.
Again, this is being presented without Darren anywhere near.
Do you just? Have we decided you don't like Darren?
Darren is, in my opinion, a crackhead who wasted his family's money. So I don't care for Darren.
I mean, for the most part,
Does Darren do meth or space meth?
Darren probably does space meth.
For the most part, Darren was the only one of your family that was accepting of you leaving to become a Starfinder. And he doesn't really care what you do for the most part. He doesn't try to nag at you or anything.
Do meth
But-
heads care what you do for the most part?
He's just really terrified of the keeps because he had what he describes as an extremely terrifying experience as a child. And he claims that he had come into contact with the Yasa Oni. Nobody ever believed him.
He's
Right.
not a space meth head. He's a space pothead.
Yeah, he
He's
had
a space Rasta.
he claims that he ran into a Yasa Oni as a child, and he basically is terrified. And throughout his whole life, nobody has ever believed him.
He smokes space pot, not space meth.
Okay.
He is a
Sounds like-
super chill.
Ain't nobody gonna believe him for the rest of his life either. But
Even
I-
though you fought Yasa Oni, you still don't believe him.
I don't care. I don't care for Darren.
he sounds like the old guy from the first Sonic movie. Sorry.
So, alright.
The only guy that was fully accepting of you becoming a Starfinder you just don't like.
See, but I ran away from home and I don't care what they think.
Okay. I just presented who they
Hey,
are. It's up to you
do-
to see how you react to them.
Do you have a pothead sibling that might be accepting of what you do but you don't like?
I have a dickhead sibling.
Sure, that counts.
All right, we're not getting into that on the stream, okay? We're not talking about our siblings in the stream that we don't get along with. We're just gonna leave that out.
I have a super dope sibling that I absolutely love and is the person I look up to the most.
I
It's
wish I
not-
had one of those.
You can talk about Howard, that's fine. But I'm not getting into
Absolutely, it's Howard.
the conflict between you and the other sibling. Not dealing with it.
Why do you think I joined the military in the first place? 99% Howard.
All right. So
Oh, you didn't do it because Kyler did? I gotta stop.
Haha.
So, Mom, Dad, get on the ship. We're gonna go do some stuff.
Where are we going?
Oh, I'll tell you later. Also, Darren, you stay way the heck over there.
All right.
No. Farther than that. Keep going. Just all the way over there.
Gonna see if I can do some more repairs in your ship. Fine.
We'll be back in a couple of days.
He is a good mechanic. Like as far as like fixing stuff, he doesn't go into the heaps, but he works on like vehicles and ships and stuff.
So,
They both.
I will toss him like. What's the going rate for a mechanic? A couple credits a day, I
Yeah.
assume. Sure, I'm gonna toss him 5 credits for repairs on the ship.
He did 6 hull points worth of repairs. I don't remember what the conversion is. I'm not on UBPs, but
Well, he's family, so I got the family discount.
fair enough. If you wanted the real rate, I could have.
At least give him 6. 1 credit per whole point.
But I'll give him 10 credits, and we're done with the matter. You can go buy some space pot with it.
Space Conja.
Some of that Spineapple Express.
All right.
All right, so we are going to the next town over, or the
Close.
city. Yeah, whatever the closest decent place is, if there is on Akaton.
That'll only take you like not super long, like 45 minutes.
Between me and Jumpstart, he's getting the upgrade, like heavy duty prosthetic.
He doesn't know this, but
Yeah,
Oh,
the-
he doesn't, but that's what he's getting.
Jumpstart, this is your mom. I am grateful for you helping. I still don't approve of this though. This running around fighting, and I think your skills would be better used helping us.
Can I overhear this, or is this a private conversation?
She wouldn't have intentionally done it, but if you were wanted to be anywhere nearby, you could make a check.
as
Sure, what check?
Perception.
as much as I care for your opinion, Mom, this isn't your choice.
It's a 21. Do I overhear?
Yeah.
I will walk up behind Jumpstart and I'm gonna put my hand on her shoulder and say, Jumpstart has become an invaluable member to our crew. Without her help, we would not have survived the space pirates, nor would we have been able to navigate between different systems. Your daughter is an amazing pilot and has allowed us to make the kind of money to pay for your husband's prosthetics, and possibly to allow you to open your own guild.
I appreciate it. You couldn't even.
We will make sure
Family
he stays
gave you-
safe. Your daughter is under our protection.
Did you hear my-
Terry.
Did you hear the last thing I said?
No.
You couldn't even keep the name your family gave you. Just do you want to have nothing to do with us that much?
Have you ever heard of a hero name?
What?
Do you know of Superman? Of super person. There we go. No,
Space Mouse.
Space Mouse. Super Mouse. He had a alternate ego named Clark Gent. That was his real name. However, sometimes when you are a hero, you must assume a different name.
I know that it's not a traditional Hisoki name, but just the name of our family. We're a family of more than just Hisoki. Do you not care about that anymore?
No, I do, but you're going to tell me that your name is the one your parents gave you? And wasn't a nickname that you were given? If you're looking it up, I know what it is. I can just tell you.
Shine Catcher?
Yes.
Shine Catcher. Yes, it was my Hisoki name. It was a weird Hisoki name.
Uh-huh, sure.
She's catching shines. You're jump starting something. She's catching things that are shiny. I thought that's what you were going for. You named her. She's going after shiny things.
Yeah, no, that is. But I'm assuming that's definitely not, you don't just have a kid and be like, oh, let's name him this.
Traditionally, yeah.
I mean,
Hisoki names are weird. There may have been a disconnect between you and me on like the understanding of Hisoki names.
the way I read it is it was very much more of a nickname via what you chose to do in life rather than a name you were necessarily given at birth.
They didn't necessarily have like birth names originally in Hisoki, but it was once the family kind of gave them one, it was a part of their identity because it was given based on who they were. But at the same time, they chose to go with the human name because of reasons you know.
Well, that's hella dumb. So, Jumpstart. That's what I'm going to stay with. And
I'm gonna wait for Jumpstart to walk away, and then I'll have an interaction.
Actually, Shine is gonna walk away.
I'll kind of walk towards Shine, and I'll gently place my hand on her shoulder, like not hard, just very gently. Does she turn around or anything?
She stops and kind of looks over at you over her shoulder.
I'll come in front of her and I'll kind of squat down to eye level, like not in a condescending way. I'll just kind of get on eye level to talk with her. Miss Jumpstart, or I'm sorry, what is your name?
Shine.
Miss Shine. Jumpstart is a very unique and talented individual. She is trying to find her way in the world, and thus needs to find herself. You should be proud of your daughter. The new name, I believe, is not part of any sort of rebellion or anger against you, simply finding her way in the universe. Please, find mercy and understanding.
Diplomacy check.
Oh boy, I'm not good at those.
Exactly. I know, but you're trying to be
1!
not a natural one.
You're correct. It's probably a 2 because I have a -1.
She just kind of looks at you and gives you this squint and just walks away from you, not responding.
Yeah, it's fine. I tried to help, okay?
That was not as helpful as you had hoped.
I tried to help. Hopefully the oodles and gobs of money we're about to send her way will help. Alright, I'm a huge proponent of family because I don't have one.
She's grateful for what you're doing, just not necessarily the methods in which it's being done.
I'll just kind of go back to the ship and go back to my station.
In your brain, what you said came across great.
Right.
What came out your mouth, on the other hand?
What came out my vocal modulator, not so great. Understood. I'm
Yeah.
gonna go back and sit down on the ship's bridge in my science.
You're just that classic guy that talks to a girl and you think you said everything right, but somehow you just made everything worse.
In reality, I said, Jumpstart needs to find her own way without you, without her suffocating, overbearing parental presence. That's what I said in reality. Also, is not a guy.
Yeah. So you do make your flight. You make your landing. You guys don't go here a lot, but you can ask around. Give me a. There's no investigation, so perception check. See how long it kind of takes you to find a good place.
17.
Actually, it only takes about an hour to find the right, a decent, like reputable. And as you walk in, you do get your parents do get a kind of couple of looks, because they look like people from the heap's edges.
Oh yeah, we're slum people. I know.
So they don't expect you to actually be able to pay just walking in, but yes, what could we do for you?
I need to get a prosthetic.
Looks over at your dad. I can see that. What is your budget?
What?
But you found one of the few nicer places on Akathon. So,
What did I miss?
You show me your, like, middle of the road. I'm looking for something very functional, but not. I don't need all of that. Like you can feel through it or any. I just need something that will function as an arm would.
she kind of slips out a pamphlet across the table to you that kind of has, prices and general rundowns.
I'm paying for 50 credits worth of an upgrade, whatever that gets.
Are we getting funeral homed here? Like this is our such and such package and.
What?
You've probably not gone through that, but it's very much the whole slides over brochure. Just hey, this is this package. Oh, that doesn't work. Put it away. Another one. Haha.
Is that what they do at funeral homes?
That is what they do at
We've
funeral
had
homes.
family
That
members
feels
die, but,
super predatory.
Oh, it is.
but, like we weren't the
hate
ones arranging it, so we carried casket, but no.
I already told my wife, like, whenever I die, seriously, throw me in a pine box and chuck me in the backyard. It's fine.
Legally you can't do that.
You know what? Legally, they can suck my dick.
Excuse me.
Maybe.
Sorry. They can suck my baby. Is that better?
You don't have one of those. You're a robot.
Correct.
All right.
Can suck my robot.
So, looking around, what is, or looking through the brochure, I'm wanting just, it's going to function exactly as an arm would, doesn't need all the super duper upgrades.
The two that stand out to you is the just regular prosthetic limb, standard, and heavy hideaway prosthetic limb, which is 150. Let me look up the hideaway. I was looking at before, see what the difference is.
That's one that has, the storage compartment deal thing, right?
Just a second.
I think it lets you lift extra stuff or something.
The compartment is hidden inside one of your limbs. You can conceal items inside the prosthetic. As your dad looks over your shoulder, huh? He's got a stove pouch.
No. No, it does not. It has a pouch for you to keep a med kit or something to stabilize yourself if this happens again.
Stabilize myself. Stokes.
No.
Oh, whatever. You said you're paying for it. I ain't gonna complain. Heck, give me a peg arm for free and I'll take it.
All right. So what's the cost on this hideaway one?
Hideaway is 150.
All right.
I provide the 50 credits for the upgrade.
And there's also prosthetic limb storage for a level 3, which you would really be paying a lot for, which is 1,450. That's the most like advanced like limb you could get.
That's great. But I could sell like both my kidneys and a liver and still not have enough to pay for that. So I think I'm good.
Okay, so Jumpstart will pay the 100. I'll pay the
Yes.
50.
So you're paying just for the
Yeah.
hideaway one?
So with fitting and all of that, I'm assuming there's some sort of recovery time. What am I looking at? Timeline here.
We could have them put on him within the next couple hours, but we'll need at least half. We'll need the payment up front, and
I've already given her the money for it. I'm just wondering, like, what timeline for picking him up.
we'll want at least, a 24-hour to watch him, and from there, I mean, he's already moving, so even without the limb, from there it's up to him. We advise, light activity for a week.
Okay. All right.
Right,
So
right. You hear me?
How much would a hotel room in the city be for a week?
A week?
Yeah. Like just like a basic like Super 8 motel. Continental breakfast though.
5 credits.
I will book that in their name and hand them the reservation. Here you go, a vacation. You know what? I'll go a step above that and do 10 credits worth of hotel for a week.
How are we? What? I understand the prosthetics, but why are we staying here?
Recuperation time.
Are you bringing us back after?
we'll
We-
we'll be back to pick you up in a week. We have something we need to go take care of. This will give Dad some time to recover. Give you guys some time to rest up. We'll be back in a week. We'll pick you up.
Terry, because he's a good person and also a good friend, will donate 10 credits. Because he has a lot. For like food and stuff around, because I will convince him to, because we're friends.
You overhear, Leroy whispering to Shine. Shine, we can get a cheaper hotel and get some really nice beer like every night.
No.
But you said it was recuperation, vacation. Come on,
This
He
is
said he get some what?
really nice beer.
Yeah, so Terry's giving him 10 credits for like food and stuff.
You
For the
said vacation. Where's the little umbrellas? Come on.
So for the rest of the week, they get 10 credits for their meals and incidentals.
I'm not asking for extra money. I was just saying if you're giving it to us anyway, it should be up to us how to use it, right?
Alright. So I'm going to hand them what's like the going rate for not illegal immigrants, but like kind of like I don't want this coming around the wrong way, but I'm wanting like some hey, we're not gonna say anything, but also we need money, so pay us to do stuff type of labor.
Oh, so like meth head labor.
No meth heads.
Like, no questions asked.
They're going to come do the work, they're going to take
construction
their
worker.
payment, and they're going to leave.
Like, by the day construction worker pay.
Yes.
A couple of credits. Like, 3 credits.
3 credits a day,
Per person per day.
So 21 for, say, like a week. Alright, so I'm going to give them 120 credits to. That should be enough for 5 workers for a week, which will start after we pick them up. We'll just pick everybody up, take them back a week from that date.
So you're saying we pull into the Home Depot parking lot and say, hey, X credits per day, and whoever the first 5 that jump into the bed of our totally not space pickup are the ones we take out to our totally not house.
Sure. So that would be like 105, and then there'd be 15 credits for food and anything else they need to take
Dad
care of.
looks over at your mom. I know you don't like all this, but the money she's throwing around, maybe I might rescind me not liking it too. I don't know. And at that, your mom just kind of like gives him the cold shoulder.
Alright.
He is not getting laid on this vacation.
Oh,
So this is what this is take care of. You're going to hire some labor. While you guys are recuperating, we're going to go back and we're going to clear out that spot, get a map of it, and then this labor is
I
going.
think what you're asking for is unskilled labor.
I'm just wanting like some people that, you know,
Can haul scrap out.
if they die, no one's necessarily going to miss them, but also could possibly handle themselves.
Yeah.
Look, as bad as it is, basically illegal immigrant help, right?
We're
They-
pulling up to Home Depot, and
Yes.
whatever dudes are sitting along the wall waiting to hop in the back of a pickup truck where we yell, we need 5 of you, and start to move, and the first 5 that hop in got it.
Yeah. I got you.
I'm like, I don't know another way to explain that.
Yeah.
But like,
I get you. I get you.
I also
Desperate,
don't want
understood.
like the people who are gonna like rat you out and try and like double cross type of.
Yeah, no, we shoot those people.
Yeah, I get you. Like,
Alright.
I got the point. So you guys are heading back now?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
All right. Guys, get on, make your flight back, and you are able to land back again, you know, unless you have anything you want to do on your ship. Back at the
Overnight I will be repairing that rifle.
rifle is prepared. It was just a little bit in rough shape.
Cool. Rifle's repaired. I'm giving it to Terry and telling him to use that.
Remember, you also have a bow.
Correct. I'm giving the azimuth laser rifle to Terry, telling him
You
to
guys
use
pick up the
that.
arrows?
I'll pick up a few arrows for myself.
Right, those are in... I'm just going to charge you what they're priced at in the book. They're in the
Yeah.
basic Starfinder. So pick however many you want.
I don't know, how much is a bundle?
Let me pull up ammunition.
1 million credits.
50 for a set of 20.
Oh, perfect. I'll buy 1 set.
Alright. And do you have, like, the stats? Have you dropped it into your character sheet? Because the bow is in, like, the basic book. You can just drag and
Yeah,
drop it.
I have it.
Alright. And everybody's been keeping track of their ammo, right?
Yep.
Because not many of you have used much in this today. But
The only thing ammo wise is that Kenny, you had like 2 rounds left for your flare gun after that fight with the Blood Brother dude, because you were gone and we used your flare gun a couple of times.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah. Alright, you're back. What's the plan?
Seeing as it is almost 10 o'clock,
Yeah, I know what the time. I was just asking, like, what are you heading towards?
Head back in.
we're going back, landing,
Alright.
resupplying, and going back to.
Into the heaps?
Yes.
Alright, you guys re-up, gather all the gear that you think you need, and you start heading back towards the heaps.
Oh, and
Back into...
same deal for Darren. Again, repairs on the ship. I'll pay him whenever we get back, if he does a good job.
You guys start heading into the heaps, heading back into the darkness. heading back into the unknown, ready to clear out whatever monsters lie within, so your family can retrieve this score. And with that, we will pick up next week, hopefully, as long as everything goes all right, with our game of Starfinder. We'll see you later, and the void awaits.